After a fantastic home win on the weekend against QPR, Luton head into this game against Norwich away from home with full of confidence. Hello guys and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Now today's video is my pre-match thoughts for Norwich v Luton. Like I said guys, we are going into this game on really good form. If you take the QPR game away, we were actually going into the QPR game on decent form. We've had a tough run of fixtures at the moment. We did have a much easier run of fixtures at the start of the season where we didn't really pick up wins against, your Prestons, your Birminghams, your Huddersfields, your Wigans. Looking back on it now, those are points dropped. But obviously, if we don't look at those games and we look at the current run now, the fact that we are getting points against bigger sides in the division, against the better teams, it's showing that we are a really good side and we are climbing slowly up that championship table. We go into this game against Norwich on really good form, as I just mentioned. Norwich go into this game, not on the best of form. Lost their last two matches, got beat by Watford away from home. Before that, they lost at home against Preston, who don't score goals. It's not been a good season for Norwich. Although they are not a team to, look down upon. They've got the squad that's more than capable of getting into the playoff places. I expected them to, obviously, I think everyone expected them to just go back up because, over the last 3 years being in a yo-yo club. But this year, it's a little bit different because Norwich, they're not quite there yet. Dean Smith isn't, I wouldn't say getting the best out of the squad at the moment. And then the results, I think maybe they've been a bit lucky with a few results, but I always think you earn your luck at times. But yeah, it's not looking good for Dean Smith. And if they was not to win this home match against us, that would, he's going to send a good message to the board that, maybe it's time's up for Dean Smith. How long is he going to get? Is this the group of players which he wanted to have at the club? So many questions for the Norwich board here. But yeah, Luton could get another manager sacked. I don't think he'll be probably straight away get sacked, but there's a good chance it could happen if Luton embarrass Norwich at their place, in front of the fans. So it's going to be an interesting one. But as I mentioned before, Norwich, they're not on good form. But they've got the players more than capable to beat us in this match. Pukki, Cantwell, Grant Hanley at the back, Krul in goal. They've got a good foundation there, a good spine within the squad. But for some reason, the actual performance from the team, the style of play, it's just not quite working out yet, and that's why they've not had the best of seasons. Where meanwhile, Luton, Adebayo, Morris getting better up top with each other. The players that are, even though not starting, are coming off the bench and causing an impact. Your Cameron Jerome's, who is obviously a former Norwich player. Harry Cornick, Freeman as well. I think it's so important that everyone in a team contributes, and at the moment I feel like with Luton we are doing exactly that. I feel like we do need a few more additions in January just to strengthen us, but I can't imagine, when we get to January, how strong our squad's going to be. And obviously we do have the break halfway through the season, and I can probably assure you that Nathan Jones will spend hours upon hours analysing the season so far to make sure that we are much better when we come back from the break. So I'm really excited to see the potential on what Luton can do for the remaining of the season. But first, we need to get a result against Norwich away from home. Would I take a point away? Yes, I think any points away from home is good. Our away form is actually really good so far in the Championship. Only losing against Bristol City, where we actually just didn't show up. So if we show up, give 100%, I'm more than, my confidence is there for Luton to get something away to Norwich, especially on the way Norwich are playing this season. But then again, Norwich could surprise us, and if we, don't take them seriously, they are going to punish us. They've got the players to do that, as I've already mentioned. So this game is really important. Obviously, this game is the match before the derby, so I guess no one really wants to get injured, but I think this is a good opportunity to claim a place in the starting 11, and form does go out of the window in a derby match anyway, so fingers crossed Luton can, it'd be nice to go into some good form heading into that derby match, although it doesn't mean anything. It's just be nice to still have players firing and ready to go. But yeah, that is my overall thoughts on the match. what is my score prediction going to be? I am going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be exactly like the Burnley match at the start of the year, where maybe Luton get the first goal and then Norwich are just going to pile on the pressure and then get a goal eventually. So that's my overall score prediction. Let me know your score predictions down below. And yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts also down below as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.